Hey everyone, let's do something weird, because why not, right? Today we're taking a look at something that is not G.I. Joe related. I know for the first time, and I can't say how many months we're doing something not G.I. Joe related. It's the DC Multiverse Platinum Edition, McFarlane Platinum Edition, whatever that means, Hugo Strange, brackets, Batman. I got this because I recently read Batman Prey, which is a very good book, and I was like, man, I love Hugo Strange, what a good villain, fondness of Arkham City and all that crap. And I was like, I saw this figure, and I was like, this is really cool. I want to check this out because the last couple McFarlane figures I got were not that great, and it's why I stopped making videos for them. But apparently they've gotten a lot better, and also apparently they've lost the license. So I'm really picking a bad time to get into this, but why not? You know what? Live life however you want it. Look at the packaging here. It's the standard McFarlane packaging, huge box, 7-inch figure, McFarlane Platinum Edition right there. DC Multiverse Hugo Strange Batman sitting on the side here. Scan the QR code to get the DC Universe Infinite app, which you have to pay for, which sucks. Huge shot of Hugo Strange here. This is an iconic Batman cover. Very, very nice. On the side here, more Hugo Strange. So yeah, let's look it open. All right, Todd, we got to talk. Why did you go and make this figure this good? Why'd you do that? For what reason? It's friggin' Hugo Strange. What'd you do that for? But this is Hugo out of the packaging, and I gotta say he's excellent. Like I straight up got to. He's fantastic. He's everything that I would have wanted from a Hugo Strange dressed as Batman figure. The sculpt is really good. The head sculpt is immaculate. The fact that it comes with the rip-off face accessory from whichever Batman issue it was, it'll be on screen right now. I love that he is included with that. I think that's such a great touch. And this is very clearly inspired by Batman Prey, like I said, which, by the way, is a very, very good book. You should go read it. It's really good. It's from the Legends of the Dark Knight back in the 80s. It's Legends of the Dark Knight is one of my favorite Batman subtitles sort of books. So getting a figure from that is getting a figure from that is great for me. Most of my favorite Batman villains came out of Legends of the Dark Knight as well, which is pretty cool. So this is great. I want to get him off this stuff so we can actually get a closer look at him here. Now, Hugo Strange is one of Batman's oldest villains from Detective Comics 36, I think, in 1940. He is one of Batman's oldest villains, but one that is, in my opinion, often forgotten about, which I think is a shame. Hugo Strange was one of the first villains to actually discover Batman as Bruce Wayne, discover the secret identity, and that was a huge part of his character. And this is ripped straight out of Batman Prey. I mean, there'll be shots on screen here, but this is just the artist's. It's like a panel came to life from the artist's interpretation, and it's so good. It looks fantastic. Even like on the bat symbol here, you can see the little hooks, the same amount of like little wing dips there, a little bit of paint on the chipping on the middle of the bat symbol there, but you barely even notice it. Like, it is exactly as it was just illustrated in that original run. The cape looks fantastic. I usually have kind of a tendency to not like the cloth bendy capes, mostly just because I think they usually look a little tacky. They usually don't look right. They look kind of cheap or cheesy. These ones look like this one's really looks really good. I think this is one of the better ones I've seen. I don't have many of them. This is my first McFarlane figure that has a cloth cape. Usually the other ones have the stiff plastic capes. This one looks really good. I like the material, how shiny it looks. I like that it's not the same on the inside here, so it blends a lot better. The wiring here is really good, so you can really get it into some like full-on Batman poses. Granted, it doesn't have a hood, so it looks a little dumb, but you can get him into some full-on like Batwing, like gliding poses here. You get a lot of action out of this, and I think that works really well. Like I said, usually they don't look that good to me, but this one really nailed it. I love the blue and the gray. The blue and the gray is my favorite version of the Batman suit, so like seeing this like this is perfect. I love this. I don't have any of the figures that use this mold, at least I don't think so, for this Batman figure, but like this being my first one, I think it's a really solid mold. This is a really good design for Batman. Looks like the classic 80s Chuck Dixon era there, like Neil Adams kind of Batman. The logo obviously isn't accurate, but it does resemble that era big time in a lot of really good ways, and I like that a lot. The big gold belt here is perfect, all the little pouches and everything like that. The trunks on the outside, because Batman needs to wear trunks on the outside. I'm sorry, same thing for Superman. You need the trunks. The trunks break up the color, it makes it look way better. And what I like about this too is that we can just pop the head out right there. You can probably find a head that fits in there pretty well, so if you don't like this, you can just pop a head in there that looks probably more accurate to the Batman that you want. I don't know, actually, if there are any figures that can do that, let me know. I don't know. This is my first exposure to McFarlane in I don't know how many years, but I just want to take a quick look here at this head sculpt because it is spectacular. It looks so good. This is exactly how I view Hugo Strange in my head. It's perfect. The chin strap here, the giant wide smile with all the teeth, the glasses that block out his eyes so you can't even see his eyes, all the smile lines and wrinkles and everything. It's a beautiful sculpt. It looks fantastic. This is one of the better ones I've seen from this line. It's perfect. It's perfect for Hugo Strange. And again, I love Hugo Strange, one of my favorite Batman villains. So having a figure like this is really great. I love the way this guy looks. Nothing on the back there, besides some like pull marks in the cloth there, which look really nice actually. As for the articulation of this guy, McFarlane figures don't have as much articulation as some other figures and some other lines do, but I think they make do with what they got pretty well here. The head is not on a ball joint; it's on this little dumbbell here, so you can't really move it like on the neck here. You got to move it at like the collar kind of, so it swivels and rotates. But it does it well enough. It like you barely even notice it unless you're looking straight up, which case there's a big gap right there. But you get a decent amount of motion with that. There is a ball joint here at the upper torso, ball joint at the lower torso, although this one's a little loose on mine. I don't know if that's like a QC thing or a common thing, but a little bit right there. There are butterfly joints here, I think, technically, but they really don't really do much of anything. I might be wrong, but I think there's butterfly joints there. Arm can go up that far, swivel here at the shoulder. There's a swivel here at the bicep. These are technically double jointed pinless arms, but they are too tight on mine. I can't even move them. Like, I can move the first joint, I can move the second joint. Can I do it in this arm? Yeah, I can do it in this arm. Okay, so this arm works fine, but that first arm, you just can't. The joints are too tight on that one. It just doesn't work for me. There is if we take the hand off here, there's a swivel here, so the hand can go up and down or side to side, depending on what angle you put it at, as opposed to like a classified figure where the pin is in the hand itself, as opposed to pin here is inside the wrist itself. There are no drop-down hips like a classified figure. Can do the splits about that far. I'm trying to be a little more gentle with these figures because these ones are a little stiffer. I don't worry about breakage. Can kick that far forward. Can kick about that far back. Not too far back though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Double jointed pinless knees, obviously. Oh, sorry, pinned. I'm so used to saying pinless when it comes to my classified figures that I guarantee you I said pinless right here on the arms. I guarantee you it because I'm just so used to saying it for the classified figures. These are not pinless. These are pinned. But they're pinned in such a way that I don't mind because they blended with the color well enough. So it looks fine. There is no swivel here at the upper calf there. The swivel here at the foot, though, can go down that far, can go up that far. And there are double jointed toes. Toes can bend, which is nice. That's pretty cool. I like bendable toes. They're always fun to have. So yeah, there's Hugo Strange's articulation. This is a really, really good figure. I love this guy. I think he's great. As for accessories, there really aren't that many, which I don't mind. This is not like a G.I. Joe figure where you need 100 accessories to work with the figure. You really don't need any. The selling part is the figure itself. However, it does come with this card, because all McFarlane figures do. Hugo Strange's Batman Transference, which is the cover that this is ripping off of, as you can see right here. It's the same art from the Batman Gotham Knights cover, Batman Transference, which is cool. On the back here, Hugo Strange Batman Transference, data file. Name Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange, one of the few people who had deduced Batman's secret identity. He rose to fame as a psychologist consultant on Gotham City talk shows, speculating on Batman's psyche and motivations. Fortunately for Batman, Strange's psychological instability made it difficult for him to remember what he knew for very long, so the Dark Knight avoided the danger of having his identity widely known, which is mostly what happens in the Batman Prey book. A little different. Obviously some writers, whatever. Little changes here and there, but there's a card. I don't know. Do people like these cards? Do people keep them? They're in all of them. I don't know. I don't care. It's just a chunk of cardboard. But yeah, there's the card that he comes with. Most McFarlane figures come with a stand, either this one or the one that has like you can put the guy on it and just the pin and everything like that. But this is just a standard black stand with the old DC logo, which is funny now because this is technically the old DC logo because they changed it again to look like one from the 80s. So older DC logo, fun seeing that again. Pin right there. And he, of course, comes with sets of hands. He comes with, I want to point this out, by the way. He's got a gripping hand for the right, which has this kind of like built-in like knucks here with grooves. And then a similar one here was a closed fist, which has the same grooves and everything like that. But if you look at the hands that it comes with default equipped, they do not have that. They are just like regular cloth gloves sort of things with little nails and stuff. So I wonder what that was about. Probably just they didn't notice or didn't care. And I don't really think I'd notice or care. I'm just pointing it out because I know somebody will. So, there's that. And then he comes with this Mask of Bruce Wayne, which is a very cool accessory. I gotta say, I love an accessory like this that is so niche and specific. There's even a little grab here point that you can have him hold it properly. I love a niche little accessory like this, which is like such a deep cut specific reference. I love that. I'm a big fan of that. That always makes me happy whenever you see stuff like that. So yeah, those are the accessories that come with Hugo Strange. As for figure comparison, I really don't have many McFarlane figures, so I'm just going to show off what I got. I have the Batman, Gotham, Superman, Speeding Bullets Batman here, which is a cool figure that I have liked for a while because I like that run. I've got what I believe was the Three Jokers Batman. I think that's what this one was. Fun seeing these side by side because it's just two very different eras of Batman, which are very cool to see together. And then I have this armored Batman, which I think was supposed to be based off of Dark Knight Returns a little bit. I mean, I can kind of see it, but not really. It's whatever. It's a fine figure. I got it for like $10. I'm not going to be mad about it. But that Hugo Strange is a big improvement over this one. So it's very nice to see. So yeah, there's Hugo Strange. Moving a little more frame there, very nice. There's Hugo Strange. Very nice figure. I love this figure a lot. I'm a big fan of it. I didn't expect to like this as much as I did. I just kind of got it on a whim because I was like, sure, I'll do something else. I'm kind of getting tired of doing only G.I. Joe stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna try something else here. If this figure does badly, well then I guess we're not gonna do this anymore. But if it does pretty well, people like it, I'll do more of these. If you liked it, please let me know down below. Leave a comment, subscribe, everything needs to get done for me to keep these that to make. And if you like this, like I said, I'll do more. I like doing other stuff, and I'm pleasantly surprised by this. I've not been the biggest fan of the McFarlane stuff. I bought the Flash figure, this one right here, when it came out at first because I was a huge Flash fan, and then that was basically it. That was basically the only one that I didn't buy anymore. So yeah, if you like this, let me know, and I'll keep doing them. So yeah, I will see you for whatever I do next. Probably a Joe video because I got some Joe stuff that I got to put out. But yeah, take care. See you next time. I can't end this on a Yo Joe, so I guess just, I don't know, drive safe.